Big news coming in with regard to the sedition issues of the country. The Law Commission has submitted a report, and this Law Commission report on sedition has been accessed by India Today. Now the report states, and I quote it here, sedition must be retained under the Indian Penal Code, the IPC. The sedition is needed to safeguard India's unity. That sedition law is needed, according to this Law Commission report, to safeguard India's unity. The report also adds that sedition law is a reasonable restriction, that colonial law not valid ground for its repeal. Remember, there has been a lot of criticism against the issue of sedition that is filed against individuals for questioning national integrity and sovereignty, and there has been criticism that it's a colonial law during the British Raj. In today's democracy, it must be repealed. But according to the Law Commission report, it will be needed, it must be retained under IPC. Let me bring in our legal correspondent Nalini Sharma and our law beats chief, in fact, and she will give us the perspective on that. Nalini, I want to understand that why precisely does the Law Commission report believe that sedition, which has been criticized, questioned that should it stay or not, has it been misused in the past, it needs to stay even in today's times?
Well, Pooja, some very important reasons given by the Law Commission for taking the stand that Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code that deals with the law of sedition should not be scrapped and in fact should be retained. First and foremost, the Law Commission says that it is important that sedition stay in place to protect the unity and integrity of India, and only when India can be protected from internal and external threats will India be able to guarantee freedom to its citizens of any kind. So to ensure freedom to its citizens, it's important to ensure that the integrity of India stays intact. The Law Commission also says that there are other enactments that deal with terrorist acts and acts against the government or the state, like the UAPA or the NSA also. But these are very stringent provisions. So if sedition in itself is scrapped, then any act committed by anybody against the state will then fall under these special enactments, which means that it might be a lot more serious for them as against if they were charged under sedition. The Law Commission has also recommended some changes that need to be brought, because remember, this comes with a rider. They say that sedition should stay, but there should be some amendments brought in so that its misuse can be curbed. And to ensure that the misuse is curbed, they've brought in some recommendations that also includes changing the definition of sedition itself to include that there should be an intent in the person to incite violence or public disorder. And they've also said that the punishment for sedition should be relooked, because right now the punishment is either 3 years or life imprisonment, which is an extremely large window. So this needs to be reduced, and there needs to be a more uniform punishment, maybe something up to 7 years, that can be considered by the center.
So these are some of the important mentions that Nalini Sharma is bringing to us. Remember, sedition has been a debatable issue, but according to this Law Commission report, it's most likely staying on. There could be, of course, further fine-tuning of it with regard to the quantum of sentence that could be given under the sedition law. Thank you so much for now. Nalini Sharma with the latest.